It is vital you choose appropriate research methodology and method for your thesis. Your research, after all, is what your whole dissertation will rest on. I'm Jely Alano, a Biz Development Communication student. In this video, we will discuss the research methodology and help you to identify which method should you choose for your study. First, let's define research methodology. Research methodology is the specific procedures or techniques used to identify, select, process, and analyze information about a topic. In a research paper, the methodology section allows the reader to critically evaluate a study's overall validity and reliability. The methodology section answers two main questions: how was the data collected or generated? How was it analyzed? I'm here to help you in choosing the appropriate methodology of your research. There are two general approaches to collecting data: quantitative research and qualitative research. Quantitative research. In this type of research, the data collected is generally expressed in numbers and graphs to confirm theories and assumptions. The data collected are factual information on the topic. Under the quantitative research method, the factual information can be collected in many ways, such as survey. Surveys consist lists of questions in the form of multiple choice or ratings as either in person, over phone, or online. In your report, before you mention the findings of the survey in the data form, you can walk your readers through the survey by introducing information like when and where you conducted the survey, how long the participants took response to the questions, the response rate, etc. Additionally, you could include the list of the full questionnaire as an appendix so that your reader can see exactly what data was collected. Experiment. In this method, you perform a test in a controlled environment and you obtain the data from it. This type of data is used for a situation in which variables are controlled and manipulated to establish cause and effect relationships. It is good to include full information in your report on how you designed the experiment. Example, between subjects or within subjects. What tools, techniques, and procedures you use to conduct the test. Existing data. Here, you would gather data from an existing source, such as publications or archival data, for inclusion in your analysis. Post inputting your data in the report. Include information on where did you source the material from, how the data was initially produced, and what criteria used to select the date range. The last two are observation and content analysis. Observation. This involves observing people in their natural environment where variables can't be controlled. Content analysis. This refers to systematically recording the presence of certain words or a set of text to analyze communication patterns. In quantitative research, you can include information on how data was prepared, software used to analyze the data. It can be Stata or SPSS. Next is statistical methods used. It can be regression analysis. I'll give you an example of quantitative research approach. Consider this scenario. You are surveying some 300 students at your university and ask them questions such as, on a scale from 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your professor's teaching skills? You can perform statistical analysis on the data and draw a conclusion such as, on an average, students rated their professors 4.4. Now, let's proceed to qualitative research. This method is used to understand thoughts, concepts, or experience of people via interviews, focus groups, case studies, discourse analysis, and literature review. It is basically a survey done to gather people's thoughts and experience. Let us look at the techniques in qualitative research. The most common in qualitative research is interview. This method involves asking open-ended questions verbally to respondents. Describe when, where, and how the interviews were conducted. Include information on how you found and selected participants. How many people took part, what form the conversations took, structured, semi-structured, unstructured, how long the interviews took, how they were recorded, audiovisual recordings, note-taking, what group or community you observe, how you gain access to the participants. Next is focus groups, gathering opinions by having a group of people discuss a topic. Case study, an in-depth study of an event, an organization, a person, or a group. Explain how you selected your case study materials, such as text or images, for your analysis. The type of materials you analyze, and how you collected and selected them. Lastly, literature review, a survey of published works by other authors. In qualitative research, the analysis will be based on image, language, and observation. Specific methods might include content analysis, discussing and categorizing meaning of sentences, words, and phrases. Thematic analysis, coding and carefully examining the data to identify broad themes and patterns. Discourse analysis, studying communication and purpose concerning their social context. Qualitative research approach example. Let us consider a situation where you conduct in-depth interviews with, say, 20 students and ask them questions like, how content are you with your curriculum study? What is the positive aspect of the study program? And what the student feel can be done to improve the study program? Based on the answer, you transcribe all interviews using transcription software and find commonalities and patterns in the responses. We're done discussing the two general approaches to collecting data. Are you asking if we can use both qualitative and quantitative approach? Yes, of course, and it's called mixed method. Mixed method. This includes a combination of in-depth exploration and numerical measurement. Let's say you conduct interviews to find out how satisfied the students are with their studies and their answers provide new insights. Later, you use the survey as a tool to test the insights on a large scale. Another approach could be to start with a survey to find out trends or opinions or beliefs, followed by interviews to better understand the reasons behind the trend. Remember that your aim is not just to describe your methods, but to show how and why you applied them and demonstrate that your research was rigorously conducted. You should be able to convince the reader why you choose either qualitative or quantitative methods and how it suits your objective. The approach used must be clear to answer the research question and the problem statement. Always relate the choices towards the main purpose of your dissertation throughout the section. And that's the end of our discussion. Again, I am Jely Alano, a Biz Development Communication student.